today. Otherwise, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Highs level off around 89. Winds out of the southwest, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Right now, 75.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The company pursuing the Meridian Technology Park data center for Christian County, Eagle Rock Partners, has officially released a statement saying that they are ending their pursuit of the proposed data center. According to Eagle Rock officials, after careful consideration, Eagle Rock Partners has made the decision to end pursuit of its proposed Meridian Technology Park data center project in Christian County. Due to circumstances beyond their control, the delivery of the power infrastructure on which the project depended is no longer certain. Eagle Rock states that they are deeply grateful for the thoughtful, transparent leadership and engagement shown by Christian County officials and community stakeholders throughout this process, and that they wish Christian County continued success as it evaluates future economic development and energy opportunities. Christian County officials have not yet started the process of establishing ordinance around data centers. All discussions up to now have been preliminary. Taylorville CUSD number 3 will likely turn to its financial reserves as part of its budget for fiscal year 2027. That's according to the proposed budget, the presentation of which dominated Tuesday's school board meeting. Superintendent Brandy Bruley led the presentation. When board member Tom Finks asked about the district's financial capabilities, Bruley said the beginning balances will allow for the plans.
We don't have enough revenue, enough income sources to cover all the expenses that we think we're going to have. So, any questions?
What do our reserves look like at the?
Yeah, they're right here at the beginning balance, right here. So each fund, all the 9 funds where we're starting and where we're projected to end.
So at the end of fiscal 27, you think there'll be balances? We'll be able to carry positive balances?
Yeah, we have a positive. It's tricky. We're spending more than what we're bringing in. But the district has so much reserves from years and years of savings that we're okay. But just like with your own savings account, how long can you sustain that without replacing it? You know?
What's your best estimate as to a deficit that will have to be made up from reserves? I know this is early here, but
1.6 million.
Bruley and the board note that the proposed budget, even with the expenses where they are expected to be, accounts for a number of cuts to various areas.
That's right.
Wow.
And we do appreciate all the efforts that you have made through this year into this coming school year, just being conservative and doing everything that you can, because if you hadn't, this number would be...
Yeah, we made a lot of painful cuts. I mean, we did. We worked extensively with both unions. We made a lot of cuts and we made a lot of changes, and we were telling people no, and that's not popular or fun. But you're right. Had we not done that, this would be even a more dire presentation than what you're being shown.
The budget accounts for the school district's projects as well as newly signed legislation to go into effect.
We still need to make the final payments for the north renovation that was just finished. Alyssa's law, I'm getting conflicting reports. One says Alyssa's law goes into place next year. One says it's this year. That is that mandatory, the key fobs, the lanyards on your neck, where if there's an emergency, teachers can push the buttons and it calls law enforcement. That for a district this size is a minimum of $10,000. So that is tentatively in the budget. The Fine Arts Center, of course, we're having some costs with that, so we can look at that. Memorial, we still don't know what we're going to do with that. Right now, $7 million can only be used out of health, life, safety money. The other areas, we're looking into Kendall King, who does our bonds. Can we use the 1-cent sales tax for that? Does this take a referendum? Those type of things. And then the preschool grant.
The board voted for the public budget hearing to take place Tuesday, September 8th at 5:45 in the evening. They will then vote on the budget in the subsequent general election that same evening. Other motions the board passed regard An extension of the school district's contract with Durham School Services, a facility usage agreement with the Christian County Board, and proceeding with the real estate group for selling the property at 609 East Stevenson Street, which students in the high school's building trades program built. Stay tuned for another story from the Hart Media Group in the coming days on the Durham contract extension and its potential implications. City Foods Incorporated of Chicago is recalling approximately 3,215 products of ready-to-eat pastrami and corned beef products over concerns they may be contaminated with listeria. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service announced the recall Monday. The affected products were produced July 16th and have a 60-day shelf life. They include Midamar Premium Beef Pastrami, B's Best Cooked Corned Beef Brisket, and Kirsch Delicatessen Style Cooked Corned Beef Brisket. The products bear the establishment number EST 1896 inside the USDA mark of inspection. They were shipped to food service locations in Illinois, Iowa, and Michigan, and may have been distributed nationwide. The issue was discovered during routine inspection activities. There have been no confirmed reports of illnesses linked to the products. Consumers and institutions that purchased the recalled products are urged not to eat them. The products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Listeria can cause listeriosis, a serious infection that primarily affects older adults, people with weakened immune systems, and pregnant women and their newborns. Symptoms can include fever, muscle aches, headache, stiff neck, confusion, and loss of balance. Those in higher risk groups who develop flu-like symptoms after eating potentially contaminated food should seek medical attention and tell their healthcare provider about the possible exposure. Additional recall information and distribution lists are available through the USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service online at fsis.usda.gov/recalls. The Christian County Sheriff's Office is warning residents about confusing notifications being generated during a software update to the correctional facility's inmate communications system. Some people may receive notifications related to previous communications from an inmate. The messages may tell recipients to reply yes to accept a service or reply stop to opt out. The Sheriff's Office says no action is needed if the notification is connected to a previous communication. Recipients can simply disregard and delete the message. Officials say the notification format is a legitimate part of the inmate communication system and will be used for future communications involving individuals who are incarcerated after the software update is completed. If residents receive a notification regarding a future incarcerated individual, they should review the message and follow the instructions provided if they want to receive or respond to the communication. The current notifications involving previous communications are being generated because of the software update. The service provider and Christian County Sheriff's Office information technology personnel are aware of the issue and are working to correct it. The Christian County Sheriff's Office states that they apologize for any confusion or inconvenience and thanked the public for its patience and understanding while the system update is completed.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. We are excited to announce that on Wednesday, August 5th, we moved from our location on Main Cross to our new building located at 820 North Webster in Taylorville. Members will enjoy our on-site ATM, drive-up lanes manned by our friendly staff, private offices for opening new accounts, and many other features. A lot of planning went into our new home office, and we are excited to share it with our members. Wednesday, August 5th was the big day. Thank you to all of our members who have supported TCCU over the past 70 years. Member NCUA.
Students at Pana Elementary School can expect a number of engaging activities in the opening days of the new school year. The first day for students is Friday, but they will have the opportunity to meet their teachers and classmates at a Meet the Teacher night tomorrow from 5 to 6:30. Assistant Principal Angela Matthews says students will meet not only their teacher, but also their classmates, and parents can learn more about what to expect.
The kids bring their supplies in. It's not just, hey, how are you? It gets all those nerves and energy, kind of soothes parents and students alike, kind of ease their anxiety as we enter into a new grade here as they come back to PES. Kids are just super excited, in the hallways trying to find their cubbies and their hooks and realizing what kids are with them this year, what kids are in the class next door this year, and just kind of learning all about that new excitement of the new grade and the challenges they have. I would say staff and students alike come with a little bit of anxiety and nervousness of the unknown. And this Meet the Teacher Night, we've done it now for quite a few years, really breaks a lot of those nerves and anxiety up for students. And I think the students are like, yes, now I can go back to school the next day, after that little snippet of, hey, we want you back at PES. We're ready for you. And at first, maybe they weren't because they want summer to last forever. But then once they're here, it's like, yep, I'm going tomorrow.
For good kindergartners, their first 3 days will be half days. Matthews says this is to further acclimate them to the school environment.
We've been doing that in practice here in Pana for quite a long time, 20 plus years. And the point behind it is to get our kindergarten students here and get them settled in, kind of a good transition from preschool. Many of them came right from a preschool half-day program, and some of them have not attended a preschool program or a school program previously at all. So they do attend until half-day. They do get served a lunch, and the whole point of it is to practice those routines, learn how to get our tray, those simple things that kind of adults take for granted, that they already know how to do. Going through a lunch line, saying your name, knowing how to pick vegetables and fruits and things from the buffet line and things like that. So basically really supporting our kindergartners to practice routines and transition for those 3 days. And they honestly probably go home and take a nap still as they transition into this kindergarten world.
Pana Elementary School notes to families of kindergartners that bus service will not be available to such students on those 3 days. More information on Pana Elementary School is available at panaschools.com. Angela Matthews appeared as a guest on the WTIM Pana Morning Show. Community members in Taylorville will have the opportunity to support a recently promoted cause. Walkering for a Cause will take place Saturday from 8 to 10, starting at the Veterans Memorial at Lake Taylorville. The event is meant to highlight the Walkering Across America endeavor, which made its way through Taylorville in July. This upcoming event is a 2-mile walk designed to give a taste of the overall effort. Ryan Horn is organizing the event. He also serves as the CEO of the Walkering Across America Foundation and was the man walkering last month. Horn says the funds his foundation raises go towards helping veterans experiencing homelessness and or mental health challenges.
Honestly, this event became because thankful for TPD, Taylorville Police Department. They were making sure that I was safe and put on their page. Well, I had about 200 comments. So I said, you know what, let's create a community event. So what I did, because I had so much support, it's called Walkering for a Cause. It's on August 15th. At 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. out at the Taylorville Lake at the Veteran Memorial. We'll meet there, and then it's going to be just a community 2-mile walk. Anybody is welcome to join. Of course, you're just walking for a cause, so you can check out the QR codes and things that are around town or there. Of course, this is to raise money for my journey and for homeless veterans. And this, of course, ties into my big event as far as which is called Walkering Across America.
More information on the Walkering Across America Foundation is available at thewaaf.com. Ryan Horn appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show.
Banking is more than just numbers. It's about knowing names, understanding plans, and being there when it counts. At Heartland Bank, we invest in people, businesses, and neighborhoods that make up our communities. Because when our community grows, we grow together. Heartland Bank. Your goals, our community, one future. Visit us today at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC.
Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 84-year-old Evelyn K. Waller of Taylorville, formerly of Chatham, died on Sunday. Cremation rights have been accorded, and no services will be provided. 76-year-old Karen Sue Willer of Taylorville died July 30th. Interment will be today at Anderson Cemetery. Cremation rights have been accorded. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 83-year-old Marilyn K. Beatty of Taylorville, formerly of Morrisonville, died August 2nd. Visitation is tomorrow from 4 till 7 and Friday from 9:45 until 10:45, both at a Sally Funeral Home in Morrisonville. The funeral mass will immediately follow the second visitation at St. Maurice Catholic Cemetery. Burial will be at a later date at St. Maurice Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by a Sally Funeral Home in Morrisonville. And 83-year-old Virginia Ginny Louise Van Hooser Saltz of Caldwell, Idaho, formerly of Taylorville, died July 17th. A memorial service will take place Saturday at Meridian First Baptist Church in Meridian, Idaho. Arrangements are being handled by All Valley Cremation of Nampa, Idaho. Get news anytime from your computer or mobile device at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is early morning weather report for Wednesday from meteorologist